Danny, just sum that one up for us, please.
Disappointing, very disappointing to just go out the way we did there. Lacked some fight, lacked some urgency. Just got totally outplayed from start to finish. Really, they came out and just dominated us. Really, they ran harder, got off the line and wanted to bash us, and just a disappointing end to season. I know there was not much. Well, technically not much to play for tonight, but a local derby still all the same. Coming to Leeds, we tried to build it up as massive to end the season on a high, and thought we prepared well. So to have that performance, we went away from what we've been doing well, and it just didn't look like us in that game. We was making it up a little bit in attack. We weren't connected. We didn't have much about us in defence as well. So it's a bit of I know it's been a tough year for everyone involved with the club, and they're probably glad to see the back of the season. But that was a tough one tonight.
Do you feel like mentally the players' season sort of ended last week?
Maybe that was always kind of a worry, on the emotion roller coaster that we had last Friday at Wigan. But these are we're professional rugby players. We're athletes. We should be competitors. We should, no matter what we're doing, we should be just competing and wanting to go out and give us best. Whether we're fighting for survival or just going out and playing the derby there against Leeds, we should have that a little bit more about us to go and compete. Whether the league was as survival was sewn up last week or not.
Was there anything you actually saw tonight that gives you more cause for concern going forward?
No, I don't think so. No, because we've seen shown glimpses of what we had tonight in other games. It's since came in the 6 weeks, we've been a little bit rocks and diamonds in that sense. We've had some good wins, but some poor performances as well. And we've had performances where we've lost, but we've had some fight. So there's been a real mixed bag, and it's aiming for that consistency that we speak about. But nothing tonight has surprised me in terms of it's a tougher challenge. It is what it is. We're where we are in the league. It was 11th when I came in, and we're 11th at the end of the season as well. So the league table doesn't lie, and you get what you deserve really in rugby, and you get what you put in.
Rowan Smith's just given Fletcher Rooney a big rap on his debut. 17?
Yes, 17. Yeah.
Remarkable.
Yeah.
What was your take on it?
I thought it was great. Yeah, really pleased for him. He had. You could tell he was nervous, and he's been great in training. Last couple of weeks, we brought him in, and all the credit to the youth team there, the academy coaches, scholarship coaches. His community club who brought him through. He's a fantastic kid. We've got high hopes for him at the club, and it was great to be able to throw him in his debut. I thought he dropped that first ball as well, which again, another night he could have reacted totally different. But credit to him how he reacted after that, and was getting bombed all night as you would do to a 17-year-old fullback, and I thought he handled himself really well. So some nice touches, and I couldn't be happier for him tonight. It's a shame we couldn't get a good performance to give him a debut to remember.
How did you tell him about his debut, and how did he take it at the time?
He's quite a quiet kid. He's slowly finding his voice in the team, and we sat him down on Tuesday and just asked him if he was busy on Friday night and see if he had anything on. I don't know what 17-year-olds get up to on Friday nights, and just said, you'll be starting at Headingley. So it was buzzing. He didn't say too much, but you could tell by his face he was over the moon. And then we got to. His mum and dad and his brother came in to present his shirt, which was fantastic on Thursday, and it was a nice occasion for the club as well to see that pathway, see somebody else make the debut homegrown hometown lad who's coming to make it's always a special occasion.
He's at the start of his career. There's a number of Cas players in there, obviously finishing with Cas tonight. What's the mood like in there?
Pretty low, as you'd imagine. We spoke about that. We spoke about you've seen people making the debut, and you've seen club legends leaving. Like Nath Mass and Greg Eden playing the last games, and we hoped that emotion they'd find a little bit extra for the mates there and the last time out as a team together. But it wasn't to be. We were just a little bit off from from the get-go there today. But it was a pretty special night in terms of, like I say, we got to say goodbye to some club legends and some lads who were moving on to the next stage of career, and then to see that next generation take their first step on the ladder as well. So it was the little bits like that, make me smile as raging as I am inside. Them moments, give you hope.
So now the season's finished. What does this mean for you?
Back down home, back to normality a little bit, and time to reflect on the last 6 weeks. Probably review my job and review the role that we've done there in the 6 weeks, and then a lot of time to think about what's next, really. So we'll continue talking, and hopefully that'll get sorted out.
Has there been a contract wafted in front of your face yet?
Not yet. I've had conversations with the club, obviously this week, so we've had a few sit downs, and I made no secret that I'd be keen to stop. It's a job I've expressed interest in previously, before getting this opportunity. So probably done myself no favours tonight at that interview process, and there's been a few. It's not always been good stuff, but I'd like to think that I've done the job that I came in to do, and that's helped the club stay in Super League for next year.
Is it something you need sorting sooner rather than later? Obviously, you need to get
definitely,
players coming in.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we speak about already being behind the 8 ball a little bit in terms of having to wait until you've got the survival to push on with signing players or retaining, and you are a little bit on the pump. So sooner everyone knows where they're doing, the sooner you can get planning, because pre-season soon rolls around.
So just lastly from me, let's assume you are in charge. How different could that side that starts next year look differently, sort of personnel-wise? I
think it'll look a lot different. Yeah, we know, we understand. That there's a few lads who've moved on from that team, that starting team, that 17 from tonight, who will not be here. So, but that's every team. I think every team will look a little bit different next year. You always have some years you'll have big turnovers. Some you might change 1 or 2 players. That sport, that's the exciting thing about moulding a new team and a new squad together in pre-season. So I'm sure it'll look quite different. There'll be a lot of similarities, but at the same time a lot of new faces in as well, and that'll be an exciting job to mould that bunch and make them little changes that are needed to progress the club and progress the squad forward away from 11th place in the table where Cash should be.
Thanks, Danny.
Have you got a time frame in mind, Danny? Do you need it sort of sorted by your future?
I've not got any time frame on it, but I think we all know it'll be, it needs to be quite sharp really in terms of what we're doing. But no one's put any kind of time frame on it. But it'll be just go home and have the weekend off and then see where we're at.
You enjoyed the buzz of being a Super League head coach again, despite how difficult it's been. You kept Cash.
Yeah. Yeah, I've enjoyed it now and again. Yeah, there's been weeks that have been more enjoyable than others, but yeah, it's fantastic. It's a great job, something that I want to do. Be a head coach, be a coach in Super League, and yeah, I've loved it. Even the dark days when you're losing and coaches seem to take it miles worse than players. It can be tough, but wouldn't have it any other way, would we?